And then I just have a black.
Everybody who's in
right.
front of a machine is in. Does that look
Now
better for you guys?
Now I have a cyberpunk background.
Well, that's good because we are playing a cyberpunk-esque Savage Worlds world.
There you go. See,
Awesome.
all is right.
I would ask Tom if this is better or worse than the previous one, but it's basically the same with slightly different color for the title.
I think it looks great, man. Fantastic.
All right, so I'll just give a little description of what we're going to be diving in when we do our first session, hopefully in a couple weeks or sometime in January. For generations, the sun has been a myth. Something taught in schools and luxury ads, not something real. Neon cycles simulate day and night. Those simulations are owned and timed by the megacorps. In your case, Aurelian Systems. One day, in the lowest district of the city, below the walls, below the ads, the lights flicker off for exactly 12 seconds. Not a blackout. A warm glow cuts through the smog, long enough for thousands to feel it on their skin, long enough for cameras to catch it. Aurelian Systems immediately declares it a hoax, a terrorist light projection stunt. But the players, you guys, are contacted by someone who was there and who now has something impossible. A sunburn. And that's probably where we'll pick up. My plan for session 1 is for you guys to be I'll have something going on, and then at some point the 12 seconds will happen and the story will commence.
Nice.
Will we witness it?
Oh, absolutely, because that's a part of...
Okay. I didn't know if it was just going to be a rumor for us also.
All right, tonight we're going to try to focus on getting the party created. So I don't know, Tom, have you actually filled out your guy, or?
No, I have not.
Okay. So the first thing, I don't know if any of you have read any of the rule book or watched any videos or anything, but the first thing with character creation for Savage Worlds is making a concept for your character. It's literally just give it a name and a general idea of what you're going for, and then we'll fill in the blanks as we go.
I'm pretty sure that we have everybody configured to where they can create their own character. So if you go to the actors tab, do you have a create actor button?
I do.
Awesome. Dave, I'm just going to delete this one that we had made with my name on it, if that's cool.
Yeah, I was going to, but I wanted to make sure you were okay with it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's gone. You want me to kill off Greg, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you're talking concepts, I've not done Cyberpunk before. Are we talking about like our what we would anticipate a denizen of this futuristic city would be, or are we looking more towards their the anticipated role in the party, or I assume that comes later.
It's both. Uh, it's the most general idea for concept is basically like what you think your job is going to be within the party, and who you are going to be. So it's uh, like I said, basically the way the videos that I've watched and what I've read, it's getting a name, and then like are all of you are firmly in the slums in the deepest parts of the city. None of you have ever the like I said, the 12 seconds of daylight. It's going to be the first time any of you have seen actual sunlight. So just to give you an idea. Now there's when you go to your character, I think it's popping up ancestries.
Yeah, it's going to bring up
Humans,
kind of
obviously,
a guide.
But I mean, I will listen to arguments for other races because this is a futuristic time. Androids probably exist. Looking through here.
I'd say I don't think anyone could be a celestial. Is that a thing that exists? Whatever the hell that is.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be something where if you wanted to do something like that, we'd really have to figure out,
Yeah, what the hell's
why
going
you're that. But like, there's synthetic beings. I don't know what a voidling is, but I can look it up.
They're crazy. Wouldn't recommend for player. How far into the future are we, Dave?
This has been nobody living has seen the sun, so we're talking like the 20s. I'm thinking mid 2200s.
Okay.
So it's been at least 200 years since today. So
Okay.
the city itself, the skyscrapers are literally that. They go well into the sky, high enough that the neon that is placed upon the buildings is what provides the artificial daylight during quote unquote day cycles.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any kind of stigma or animosity towards androids or people who have enhancements?
cyborgs?
Yeah,
There is, but it's not. The big stigma is if you're part of, especially where you guys are going to be from, the corporations and the people involved with the corporations are the big stigma. But if one of you decides to be somebody that has some enhancements that is part robot or whatever, there is probably whisperings because maybe that means you have some money, and that's not a very common thing down here.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we're kind of in a barter economy.
Yeah, you work down here is not for cash. It is for something you need. You need a coat, you need a weapon. There's going to be something for you to do to earn that. Do you want to have some sort of semblance of daylight in a more real sense? There's ways to do it, but you're going to have to do something in return. You go up to the street vendors and probably you're going to be able to get food and drink readily, but it's just enough to sustain you. If you want something that actually tastes like food, it's going to cost you something. But it's not money. Money has no meaning down in the slums. There's always work to be had. Whether or not that work is something you want to partake in is another question.
I think I'm going to go straight human.
I'm thinking anthropomorphic katana-wielding turtle. No, I'm not.
I'm thinking synthetic being. That one seems kind of fun.
And it looks like if you hover over, it'll give you a little readout of what abilities, if any, the ancestry has.
Does anybody have a concept yet for their character?
Nope.
Okay.
Does anybody have a idea of a role they would want to play? I'm picturing there'd be, of course, I'm falling back on the fantasy tropes. It'd be a tough guy, it'd be a skills guy. You know, maybe that's not appropriate. I don't know.
Cool thing with Suede is if two of you want to have the same job, so to speak, by the time you add your edges and your various hindrances, you'll probably be very different. You could have two guys that want to be quote unquote soldiers or mercenaries, let's say, and by the time you each pick some different hindrances and edges, you're going to play slightly different. Maybe one of you is a better marksman while the other one is better with melee or something like that.
Sure.
It's one of the reasons that drew me to this was it's very, very plug and play and very friendly with. It's not like other systems where it's like, oh, you're the cleric. Okay, well we don't need 3 clerics.
Hey,
need another.
for anybody who doesn't know much about this system yet, if you are a human, you get you have an ability called adaptable. You get 1 free edge on top of the other edges that you can get. You just have to meet its requirements to do so. And edges are kind of like feats.
What does a synthetic get in comparison? So it really sounds like those two are the main options.
Well, there's a lot of options.
Oh, okay.
Synthetics.
I can read it.
So, like, synthetics can't heal. It says synthetic synths can make natural healing rolls, but they can be healed normally. I'm not 100% sure what that means. They're immune to disease. They're programmed. They're designed to serve a specific task, being, or organization, and will do best to carry out its tasks. They have the programmed hindrance. Spacers. The synth doesn't breathe, though it appears so. It seems lifelike, so I'm assuming it simulates breathing, but it can't be decompressed or suffer from background radiation.
Think Data from Star Trek, if you're familiar. Like, he simulates what a living being is, but he's not a living being. he can't heal himself, but somebody else can repair him. I think that's what it's saying when it's you can't perform a healing roll, but others can heal you. And hindrances, what hindrances are your disadvantages and the flaws of your character, but they help give you other points towards your edges and skills. Like you start off, you have 4 points for hindrances, and there are major hindrances that cost 2 points and minors cost 1 point. At the base level now, you'll pick a total of 4 points of hindrances. So I think what the synthetic is saying, like, the programmed hindrance is just one you have to take.
Yeah.
I thought I saw somewhere you can...
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say, I thought I saw somewhere that you could take more, but you only get any benefit from the first four.
Correct. Yeah. Dave, are we starting out as novices, or are you going to start us as seasoned, or what?
We'll do novice just since it's my first go through.
Yeah. Cool.
I figure we'll keep it simple. I mean, I already made it a little bit more complicated, adding a setting that doesn't necessarily have the most established lore, but that's what I've spent the last couple months doing in my free time, is trying to build a little world. And I have a few other things that I might add, but I want to see how everything flows before I add some custom hindrances and edges and things.
Cool. So, as far as concept goes, I don't know, what I kind of been rolling around in my head is a gritty dude who's kind of beaten down by life. He's I keep coming back to mechanic as I consider all the other stuff. So a mechanic by trade, life's treated him really rough. He's kind of pessimistic, really sarcastic, and not afraid to get into a fist fight. Definitely not afraid to use weapons in a fist fight. Just not necessarily self-destructive, but kind of apathetic towards that possibility.
Can I rename my character? Or gotta delete him and make a new one?
You can rename him. You have to do it a few different places. So maybe better to delete and recreate since you haven't done anything else.
Guess I thought I could delete him. Well, maybe I just... Yeah.
Who's your character?
His name's Drogmorphous.
Okay.
I can delete him and you can just make another one.
Yeah, just kill him.
We have
Drog
our first
died
PC
creation.
death.
Yeah.
Didn't even make it. What is this, a Traveler game?
Nice.
Didn't even make it as a character creation.
Does my concept sound okay, Dave?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I am going to, I'm going to pick my edges before anything else, even though I don't have the points to do so. I think this character, character creation wizard will let you do that. And the reason I'm doing that, and would recommend you guys do that as well, is, I'm definitely going to take hindrances to give me the points to buy the edges. But since some of the edges have requirements, like one of the ones I'm looking at says strength D6. If I have the edges chosen, I know the requisites that I have to pick, that I have to make sure are done in order for me to qualify for that. So just
So
a little easier bookkeeping.
give you like an error if you don't.
Would you
Is
what?
it flagged like if you don't have the strength? If you don't have strength D6, but you have that edge, do you get some kind of an indication that that needs to be done? Is that what you're looking at?
I'm not 100% sure. I suppose I could throw one over here. Oh, okay.
No, I
Well,
thought maybe
yeah,
you had done this and
when I try I did, but it's been a while. It's been a long while. I mean, if you look at the chat, Dave and I set this up 83 days ago. So, or that's the last time we touched it anyway. Okay, I said I was going to do that, but it won't let me drag it over onto the character because it says I don't meet the requirements. So I guess I'm just going to write down the requirements for what I want.
So, could I give my character the last name, like a number as his last name? Like, do you care? I'm thinking of doing like a...
especially if you're a synth or something, it would probably make
Yeah.
sense that you'd have a number would be your quote unquote surname.
Okay.
Ooh. There is an edge called cyborg. I didn't see that until just now. Cyborgs are humans or other organic species who have been greatly augmented with mechanical parts or constructs with biological components added. Sometimes it's done by choice, sometimes it's the only way to save a badly wounded, but still valuable individual. The Borg strain limit and maximum increase by +4. No, strain limit and maximum increase by +4. And stack with the cyber tolerant and cyber samurai edges. And she gains 20 grand worth of installed implants. Hero no longer makes natural healing rolls, but can still bleed out, and wounds are fixed with the lower of the physician's healing or repair skill. Price of such conversion is heavy, however. She must either take an additional non-cyberware major hindrance or roll a permanent result on the cyberware side effects table. Woo!
So the synthetic being also has a check mark for the adaptable ability. Is there a reason not to take this?
I'm going to leave that one up to Dave.
Mark the character as having the adaptable ability, granting them a free edge is all it just says for marking this.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I like humans get a free novice thing anyway, so I don't really feel like that's that out of bounds.
Okay, so you said pick your edges first.
Yeah, but the way the character creator wants you to actually do it is it wants you to do race, hindrances. Like it has you do edges like almost as the last thing because you have to put your hindrances in and stuff to gain the points and attributes to get the edges.
So I'm just making notes. I want this one. These are the prereqs. I want that one. Those are the prereqs.
Okay, I have to take programmed.
yeah, that's a hindrance. That'll offset your edges, some of your edges.
Let's see here.
Ooh.
Is there a max amount? So you said pick up to 4 hindrances to
4
get the most
points.
out of your character.
4
4
points.
points of hindrances. So if it says major, that's 2 points. Minors are 1 point.
The being must follow a set of orders signed by its creator that is programmed, regardless of its origin program, is not likely to be driven or having a vow. Its directiveness cannot be refused unless the character faces conflicting choices. In which case she takes the path that causes least harm to those she serves, herself, or randomly. Instructions may be simple: serve the crew of the starship, follow chain of command, or more complex, such as patrol the city and arrest anyone committing a criminal act. Okay.
And you'll want to spend. You get 5 attribute points to start out with, and that your attribute points are what dictate your starting dies for. So you have 5 attributes: agility, smarts, spirit, strength, and vigor. Everything baselines at a D4. It costs 1 point to go up to a D6, another point to go up to a D8, and so forth. But you only get 5 points to start out with. So if you could have everything just go to a D6, or if you want something to go to a D8, that means something's going to have to stay at a D4.
So say that, pardon me. Say that again on the traits. So like, if I pick whatever I pick and it gives me a +6 or a 6 on spirit, I have points to put in to like agility or whatever else I want to.
So yeah, you have 5 points to start out with. All 5 of those start out as a D4 when you roll. If you want them to go to a D6, it costs 1 point. If you want it to go then to a D8, it's an additional point. So you have 5 points to spend basically.
Okay.
So you could go crazy and be like, oh, I want a D12, but that's going to cost 4 points, and you're only going to have 1 point to put somewhere else, and everything's going to be at a 4. And most of the baselines when you're rolling are 4. So if you leave everything at a 4, you're going to have a hard time actually being successful.
Right.
Okay. My ideas are for a synthetic dude who's programmed to kill. I don't know if he's going to kill a specific person or he just kills in general. But there's been 153 iterations of him. I don't know if that's how it works specifically. Someone has printed him 153 times.
Number 154 is looking for you.
I gave him Death Wish.
Yikes.
And Bullet Magnet and Vengeful.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, so in the skills, so I only have, hindrance points, I just have 4. That's just for edge, right? Skills, something else? Like,
yes,
where do I pull that
hindrances
from?
are 4, and then if you, on your actual character builder, there's the traits tab next to hindrances. If you click that, it'll tell
okay,
you
so just go to
attribute
that.
points.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yep.
And then if you continue to scroll, that's where you see your skill points. You'll have 12 of those, and you can plug them into the various skills down below.
So vigor
Gelatinous.
is vigor just health?
Yes. Basically.
Yes.
Okay.
So you said a major is 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, I could pick 3 majors if I wanted, but it's still only going to be 4 points. But it's 6, actually 6, right? Like I'm like
Right. I mean,
Okay.
if you picked, yeah. I mean, you can have more hindrance than you have points, but you're only going to be rewarded the 4 points.
right.
But yeah, if your particular character story has something in mind that, by all means, put the hindrance on there.
I think I'll make an adjustment here. I think I know what I want to do.
And there's more than just the 5 skills. that the athletics, common knowledge, notice, persuasion, and stealth, that's the base skills. You can add other skills. It will cost you points to add skills. And if you try to go above, like for instance, on the character that I'm creating, just to create one, my agility is a D6. If I want my athletics to be a D8, it'll cost me double points because my baseline is a 6.
Okay, so I chose hindrance points. I chose 2 minors and a major. Then do I spend the point? Do I say spend points? And then it threw up an option that says like options: raise an attribute 1 die type, gain an edge, gain an extra skill point, gain an additional 2x starting funds. Did I do something wrong there? Should I not hit spend points?
Oh no, you can do that. That's the 4 points that it's rewarding you. That's what you can use the points on. You can either choose to get twice the starting funds, gain extra skills, an edge, or an attribute raise.
Okay, so but then I don't have to pick a minor. Is that correct? I guess I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what. So I've got ruthless, thin-skinned, and impulsive.
Right.
So that's 2 minors and a major, and that's 4 points. But if I hit spend points, it throws an option. So I don't do the raise an attribute point 1 die type. That would spend points rather than putting in an actual hindrance below, right?
So the options that unlocks, those 4
Yep.
points are part of, you use those points to choose those options.
Okay. So I say gain an edge, and that's 2 points. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm working through it here.
Dude, I don't know what to take. I've got 2 minor hindrances so far. It's killing me on the
So
major.
So I'm looking at a half folk. Basically, I'm just thinking somebody that has no fear. Somebody that is I'm thinking ruthless, which is do anything to accomplish the goals, will harm anyone that gets in the way. Actually, would stop short of true harm to anyone except those who directly oppose. Thin-skinned. Any personal attacks get under this person's skin. And then impulsive, which is they don't think about anything, they just do it. So I'm thinking this person is I'm going to say kind of, grew up in the bad sections of town and has a little bit of that. I'm kind of, again, I'm going to go kind of like Patrick. I'm thinking kind of that thief, like knife for hire type thing. So, like blade for hire. But being smaller, is able to kind of stay out of the limelight a little bit. They're good at hiding and moving around. Intel, that type of stuff.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Hey.
Also, something you're going to want to do for skills, you're probably going to want to buy fighting and or shooting if you plan on fighting and or if you plan on being any kind of help when a fight breaks out, you're going to need one or the other or both.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay,
Dave,
so advances. Sorry.
No, dude, go ahead.
Okay, so advances, you just pick one attribute that you want to be advanced in. Like this just says strength, raise attribute, increase strength.
Yeah.
Novice.
Go ahead, Dave.
Where are you at?
In the character builder, the last thing is advances.
This is weird.
Oh, advances is like that's your leveling up. So I don't think
This
you're
is like your
there yet.
first. It just says add an advance by dropping a skill or hindrance, and then when I pick it, it has novice next to it. So I don't know if it's just for like a level 1.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
don't
know.
want to
We're not
choose
worthy to be novice.
no advances. That's
Yeah,
essentially
no advances
how
yet.
how experience gets awarded, and we haven't done anything
Okay.
yet. So, hey Dave,
Okay.
I got a question. If nobody else has one,
I'll hold mine. Go ahead.
okay. I'm vacillating between two hindrances for my major hindrance, and I just want to run this by you. I'm thinking about taking heroic, but not in the complete sense that it communicates in its description. This dude's not super noble. For the way I would want to play it is more along the lines of, and he's not an anarchist or a fight the power kind of guy either, but he's had it rough, and he has a visceral reaction when somebody is being mistreated, and it's not he needs to stick up for them. It's more that dude's a bully and they got to pay for it. Would that be okay to play heroic that way?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, cool. I'll take it. Awesome.
So for the skills, you said we would want to have like fighting if you were going to fight somebody.
Yes.
But I don't. Where do I go to actually pick that? Because I see the skill sheet.
You
But if I try
drag
to
it,
pick,
drag it over to your skills under. I think is that right?
That swayed items table should have a skills tab, and then you can find fighting and drag it over to your character builder.
oh,
Drag it over to your skills, so then fighting
Yeah.
should pop in that list.
okay.
And buying a skill is a point, and then increasing its dice level is a point. And then if, like I said, if something's agility and your agility above is a D6 and you want your athletics to be a D8, it costs double points to go over that.
I got muted. That's great.
I was gonna say, I thought Patrick had a question.
Man.
So I was gonna.
This was the greatest fun. No, I'm just joking.
You guys are jerks.
Yeah, but it's
So
funny.
let me restate. The idea that I have is this character was medically trained, maybe not finished with her training, but was in an accident, and the same money that was putting her through school
Oh, crap.
had her life was saved with cyberware, but she could never quite get it back together, and I kind of like that. She never quite got it back together to actually finish the degree, and so she ended up being shunted off, disgraced, and ended up in the slums where she is running like a little street front medical clinic kind of thing. Is that outside the realm of what you want us to do, or?
No, I think that could work.
Okay. One looking that way, in order to do the cyborg, I have choices of either taking a major hindrance, it has to be non-cyberware, or I have to take a permanent result on the cyberware side effects. But when I pulled one of those, it doesn't come up as a major, it comes up as a minor. And I don't know if I'm doing that incorrectly.
You
So
might
we
be
may
able
have
to
one.
change it.
Okay. And I don't know if it's... The other thing I wasn't sure of is if this is just a result of the... Oh, wait. Oh, that says major only. Effect. I may not be able to change that. I also don't know if that quote if that hindrance counts as a hindrance or if it's just part of the cost of the edge, or it does. I mean, does that is by taking cyborg that determines my major hindrance? It's the way it looks, but I want to make sure before I...
Yeah, so I think what it's telling you is like instead of you getting to choose one of your hindrances, that's one you have to take. So you don't, like we said, you can take more than 4 points of hindrance. You're just only going to be rewarded the 4 points for
That's fine.
the benefits of taking the hindrances. But yes, it's basically any of the races that have a built-in hindrance. That's basically saying that you're stuck with that one.
Okay. Right on.
Hey, Dave, are you going to be using the fear mechanic?
Not if things go the way I hope they go, I have another mechanic in place of fear.
Okay.
So no, but there will be... It's hard to explain. I don't want to spoil anything.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I was just looking at the brave edge, which specifically deals with fear. So, all good.
Of course, the next problem is figuring out what the actual cyberware is going to be doing. There's going to be some analysis paralysis there, I'm sure.
Sorry guys, I was engrossed in my own little world here. Have we talked about skills and skill points yet?
A little bit.
Okay.
I'd mentioned that you get 12 points and that it costs a point to progress the dice. If you want to progress it past what that particular skill is based off of, it's double points.
Yeah.
And then buying a skill other than the 5 that you start out with costs a point.
There you go. I was curious as to whether or not it had been communicated the starting skills. Cool.
I think I communicated that. If I haven't, I will re-communicate that everybody should start out with athletics, common knowledge, notice, persuasion, and stealth.
I remember you saying there were 5. I was focused on my own thing at the time.
Oh, I've made a horrible mistake. I want to be a mechanic, and repair uses smarts, which is my lowest freaking attribute. I may be undergoing a change of career here. That'll be part of his backstory. He was a mechanic. He just wasn't good at it.
Oh, I guess that's one of my. And as a human, I would get 2 edges, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, you get the free one, and if you get 4 points of hindrances, you could technically walk away with 3 edges.
Yes.
Ah,
Or 2 edges and then increase an attribute or something like that.
You can raise an attribute 1 die, gain an edge, gain an extra skill point, or gain twice as much starting gold or starting money. I will just say that money isn't going to necessarily be a thing for me, so don't waste your time with the twice as much starting stuff.
Okay.
Too many things
I
use
think my guy's
smarts.
done.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
What's the strain limit? Like, what's that mean? So like Cyber
No
Samurai,
idea.
it's like the character was built to be chromed. He increases his strain limit and maximum another 2 points to +4.
Oh, sounds like it's got something to do with your body's ability to deal with like cybernetics and stuff.
I think it's a cyberware issue. If you have a cybernetics installed or cyberware installed, there is strain introduced into your system. I had it open earlier.
Right. So if I mean, it says cyber tolerant, says the individual's body can handle cyberware better than most. He increases his strain limit and maximum by +2.
Yeah. Let's see. My permanent hindrance is that I don't handle strain as well. So I've got to figure that out.
Figure it out, man.
All right, so this says my spirit has to be D8. Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be a mechanic.
Right, so strain is its purpose is to limit how much tech or magic a person can handle. Tech in our world. The threshold is usually your vigor or spirit +2. And then it says that implants have individual strain costs.
Okay.
Oh.
Exceeding
There's a
the
list of
threshold.
implants.
Exceeding the threshold applies fatigue levels, -1 to all rolls, potentially dead if 3+.
Just because of the my assumptions about the world, I'm curious. Is anybody taking a hacking or anything like that?
No.
I don't have anything.
My character's not smart enough to do that. The D4 is average, by the way, on attributes. It's your everyday average person.
So,
Gotcha.
do we choose an archetype? Do we have something like that, or are we not working on that with that? Because I don't see any archetypes anywhere to like pick from, so I just was making sure.
Archetypes are. This is a classless game. Archetypes are kind of. An archetype is basically a pre-generated character that you would choose and then make tweaks or changes to.
It also comes more into play, at least from my reading through things, like there's a Pathfinder expansion that converts Pathfinder into Swayed rules, and I think like archetypes play into that.
I think the Rifts does also. I think there's also a Rifts version. Same kind of idea. I may lean even harder into the smarts. Everything I'm interested in here is all nerd stuff.
Nice.
By the way, in the journal section in the Sci-Fi companion, if you go to Cyberware, it explains the basics and strain and stuff like that.
Yeah, I got you. I think I kind of understand. I was just making sure.
Is there a list of is that where the list of implants is at?
I have no idea.
I'm looking.
I just, what you said kind of, I got the inference that somewhere there's a list that's going to tell me how bad this is going to be for me.
Oh, do you have the science fiction companion book, Patrick? Or are you just looking in here?
I'm just looking in here.
Okay.
It's the very bottom thing, and 14 is Cyberware, and it has strain cost, and what the Cyberware will do.
Right on. Okay. I'm getting myself all twisted. There we go. Maybe not. Do not have any edge slots available. Somehow I lost my second edge slot. What happened?
It'll let me add a token for my character, but I want to give him an avatar. Does it matter which one?
Yeah, we'll cover that in a minute. That's going to be one that it would be best to walk everybody through at the same time.
Okay, I have quite the photo for my guy. It's a little intense.
Oh, did you pick one like online?
Yeah, I had a base idea for what this guy might be like.
Gotcha.
Oh man. I guess his token needs to be the same thing anyway, so I guess I have the token. Oh man, that's scary. I'm gonna hit apply and see if that does what I wanted to do. Okay, well I guess his token looks like that now. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh man.
Okay. So I did that. I did that. I just finished up those. I already did that.
You said in the journal number 14 was cyberware?
If you go in the journals and then go to
Hang on, Pat. Hang on.
Sci-Fi Companion and then Cyberware, and then in the Cyberware thing, all the way down is number 14 and lists the Cyberware.
I don't see the sci-fi companion.
Does it show up for you there, Patrick?
Under rules, I see characters.
No. Well, I tried to share it to you. Just that specific page. Did it nothing pop up?
Oh, it might have popped up under things. I've got a ton of things open.
Oh yeah, none of
Can
this
you
is
type in?
shared. What's that?
Let me see if I have the PDF.
Hang on. I'll just because we're gonna want to look at this anyway. So I'll set permissions right quick. Observer.
There it is.
Okay. And
That's my
I'll-
bad. I didn't have it set right.
Oh, you're good.
I'll also do the suede core because some of the stuff we're going to want is out of that as well. So. Okay. Everybody should be able to see under journal entries rules. That would be the suede core rules and then the sci-fi companion.
An onboard comm.
Okay. What do you want us to do about starting gear, Dave?
Okay, so for starting gear, instead of, I mean, you're supposed to have so much starting money, but
Yeah.
like I said, I don't want money to be, I don't know, worth anything, I guess but I want you guys to have gear to go with. So, but if you can justify why your character would have it, like if you took shooting, you're going to have some kind of firearm. No, you're not going to have like the quadruple laser shotgun, but you'd have like a basic gun.
What? I wanted the quadruple.
I'll settle for a triple.
Okay. So anything crazy that we want, we have to justify. Otherwise, if it makes sense, put it on there.
Yeah, if it makes, I'm pretty free with that. If it makes sense for your character, like those of you that are going to have some cyberware, keep in mind with the cyberware, it does have strain, and too much strain is going to kill you. So
It'll kill you.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention, so we were starting gear. I'm so sorry.
You're okay. This is what session zeros are for.
Hey.
There is, the only limit is like if if you can justify your character having it, you can have it. But like I said, if you're a character that is going to use guns, don't go get the ultra mega shotgun. Get a basic shotgun or whatever.
Okay.
Look for the basic item, not if I look at everybody's character sheet and they have full body armor and everybody has rocket launchers and a tank in their pocket, that's not going to fly. But if
Dang it.
you have a basic pistol, and I'd probably say if one of you can convince me, I'd probably say one of you might even have a vehicle.
Well, I did take drive.
Is there like improvised weapons? Like, could I use a crowbar to beat the shit out of somebody?
I think so.
Okay.
The main thing is, like I said, if you have the skill for it, like you can,
Uh-huh.
if you put a weapon and if you put a gun in your inventory and you didn't take the shooting, you're gonna have a bad time.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna be a shooter.
Somehow that sounded ominous.
Oh, melee. Okay, gear. I'm not a cyber guy, so I don't need gear. Do you have a limit on how many like weapons you want us to have? Like,
I would say, if you're a shooter, a gun. And then like if you're gonna be melee, I could see an argument for like 2 daggers, but don't show up to session 1 with 4 swords and
okay.
I promise this scalpel is only used to heal.
Where's the equipment go?
So
where does it show up at when I
yeah,
drag
once you get
Once
to
you have your character built, if you double click your character, it'll open up the sheet, and then you'll see there's a gear section that they'll have whatever you drug to your sheet.
Clothes wise, do you care like what we're wearing? Because like, I mean, there's like Kevlar stuff here. Like, do you want us to have any of that, or you just want to have like?
That's one thing I would say. If you're gonna have any kind of armor, it would be very, very basic stuff.
So would a molecular knife be out of the? I mean, just a regular dagger? Knife is a molecular knife. Like I guess it's +2. Never mind. I was trying to see what it was. So yep, never mind. Moving on. Pepper spray.
I'm not gonna bother with armor. I don't know.
Ooh, I'm gonna get a monkey.
I guess I can wear robes. There's a leather jacket I could give him. Okay.
Yeah, I would say like if you're gonna try if you're thinking you're gonna have armor, like body armor, maybe a smart sleeve, one or the other.
And then maybe I'll grab that because I guess he might have that stuff.
Or I could
So-
probably I could also the synth mesh suit is also fairly innocuous.
Maybe I'll go. Maybe, I think I'll do that one actually. Let me read it. Synth. Oh, synth. Yeah, I'll do that one.
In fact,
Okay.
probably not body armor. I would probably say smart sleeve or synth mesh suit.
So. Okay. The archetype is just something we fill in. We don't have to actually put anything there.
The archetype is just for it's like like Tom said earlier, it's like for pre-built or other. It doesn't like we're not going to worry
Yeah.
about. There's no archetypes in this.
Okay. Is there anything else I need to add to this guy or change?
I'm trying to add my cyber mod, and it says I don't qualify because I don't have cyberware. No, it's money. It's failing on because I don't have the money.
Yeah, because I think starting money is 500. So you know what we're gonna do? How much does it say it costs?
The cyborg has up to 20,000 in mods, and I was going to pick one was 10 and one was 5 because I'm kind of picturing that she fell or was nope, that's not 5. That's not 10, that's 15. Maybe not. I'm one of the mods. I read through the mods to see which one kind of felt like maybe it would be a thing. And one of them is face changer. Muscles, bones, vocal cords in the character's face and throat have been replaced with a morphable synthetic substance that allows her to alter her facial features. The implant may be used to duplicate a specific person's face and speech, assuming they're of the same relative size. If a picture and an audio to duplicate is available. I'm thinking that the accident, whatever happened, pretty much destroyed her face. And so this was the solution to it, was to basically that rather than try to rebuild it, she can make her own face again. But the insecurity that she has about whether she looks correct just has constantly plagued her as she was trying to finish out her med degree, and she finally just kind of went off the deep end and disappeared. So it's really not necessarily going to give her any benefit as a character. It's just a very interesting thing. But yeah, I would have to have 15 grand to do that one. And maybe it doesn't make any sense.
I would
Maybe the whole
say just add whatever money you need to add to, because I mean I could see the argument for that. You can change your face all you want, and that would potentially help you with things, but it's not going to be a cure-all.
Yeah. And I'm going to look for hindrances that are kind of focused on that insecurity. I think that kind of fits together. Where would I add the money?
On your character sheet under gear, there's a currency.
My character sheet. Gear. Where's gear? Is it hiding under this table? Okay, I'm blind. I don't see where gear is on my character sheet.
So, like it wouldn't be like on the sheet that you used to create. It'd be like if you go to your character, like double click your character and pull that character sheet up.
This isn't okay. I thought this was the character sheet.
Then you're going to see traits, edges and hindrances, gear, effects, so forth and so on.
Hey, that looks like a character sheet. All right, dude. Wow, that's hard to read.
Yeah, I was noticing that.
I'm having to highlight it because it's basically black on black. Okay, so come back here to edge. Nope, equip.
What would I be looking for, Dave, for armor? Like I don't know. I was trying to see what.
So for armor, let me pull it back up.
I mean, like maybe a hat, just like a. What do they got?
So for the Sci-Fi companion, they have a smart sleeve or a synth mesh suit. Those would probably be one or the other would be a starting.
Okay. The smart sleeve is marked out for me.
You might have to go into your character sheet and give yourself more money.
Okay.
Okay, there it is.
So that's definitely the thing I'm going to be lax on, is you probably are going to start out with something a little bit more than what an actual, but I mean, you know, gotta have a little fun.
So one thing I don't see explicitly listed in the gear, Dave, is ammunition. Are we just going to kind of hand wave that?
Yeah, I don't like counting ammunition.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's weird. So I had to have the money on the character sheet, and then I, quote, bought the item, but the money didn't go down. So,
Nice.
would you be open to me picking up enhanced vision? Also, it puts me over the 20,000 mark for the cyborg, but it makes sense if her accident was to her face.
If she's not going to have a lot of other gear, that's probably all right.
She's not. She's going to be pretty spare.
So, Dave,
Yes.
what's that? Wow. You said something earlier about a car.
Yes.
My character does have the driving skill. Could he possibly have a vehicle?
I am looking at the Sci-Fi companion vehicles.
Whew. That's not cheap. Okay, there it is.
Might have to just make a custom thing.
Yeah, I was looking through here and
It's like hover bike, exploration thing, and then it goes straight to limousine, and I'm like,
well, you could look in Suede Core, the vehicles there. It's got stuff like
true.
Jeep,
True.
mid-sized car, minivan. Oh, for everybody, it probably will come up at some point, depending on how long we live. As you're adding gear, I would go to items, open up Suede Core, and expand personal weapons. And then toward the bottom of that list is unarmed. Drag that over onto your sheet.
That's if we're going to be,
Right, if somebody disarms you,
right?
then
That you just need to
it's
have
going
that
to be
as
a
an
lot
option.
easier. Yeah, it's going to be a lot easier to make that happen if you just have unarmed available instead of
Gotcha.
saying, okay, how do I fight unarmed now?
We're ready to go again.
Items, Suede Core,
Okay. Okay.
personal weapons. It's the
Yep.
second one up from the bottom.
Thanks.
Yep.
I would say you'd probably be okay with a mid-size car or a minivan.
Okay.
Get a
mean,
minivan, dude.
You want something that the party can fit in, so
Right, that's what I was
I mean,
thinking.
You can flavor it, but that'll be like just use this. We can use those stats, and I can even one of us can put it custom in here. But I mean, that's the stats I would base it off of.
Okay.
I mean, the minivan has a little bit better stats.
What year does this take place in? Like, is it a year yeah, I guess it's
2200s, like 200 years into the future.
Okay.
Rumors of the sun of there hasn't been a living person that any of you are aware of that's seen the sun. You have been told your whole lives that the sun poisoned the earth and the corporations had to do something.
What's it mean if it says oh, okay, some hindrances can be minor or major.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I set vengeful to major.
Trouble magnet. Kind of funny that Big Mouth and Bullet Magnet are right next to each other. Has anybody seen one that they would put in for insecure, like I'm describing for?
There was one that was like, I feel like I saw one that was about insecurity.
A hindrance?
Thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking for a hindrance.
I'll be right back.
Oh, mute is a hindrance? Yeah,
I don't
mute,
see
mute.
anything in the Sci-Fi companion hindrances.
There was one that was like ugly.
Well, yeah.
Well, that might work. She thinks she's ugly.
Yeah, ugly.
You could also just make one. I mean, this thing has, it makes it really easy. You could potentially use habit. It says an annoying or dangerous compulsion. Self-deprecation is a habit.
Well, now I'm kind of wondering about ugly, because ugly is you take a hit to your persuasion rolls, and that self-image, I could see that impacting her ability to communicate, because she's constantly second guessing, are they staring at me for, that kind of a
Right.
thing.
There's also timid. Of course, that if he's not using the fear mechanic, timid, your hero squeamish. Oh wait, yeah, that's definitely different. That's more a reaction to visceral things. Thin-skinned.
I need to rearrange my they're called attributes in this game, or are they traits?
Traits. Attributes and skills are referred to as traits.
Oh, great. Both. My spirit and vigor need to be pretty high in order for her to sustain the cyberware. So she is going to lean into, obviously, healing and repair electronics and
So you're the mechanic.
I guess I was mostly thinking of the repair roles. For one thing, she can't naturally heal either as a cyborg. So she's going to have to be able to talk. I don't know how that works. Maybe it doesn't. If nobody else can do the healing, she may have to engage in some tit for tat with another doctor if she is injured. When she is injured. Because she's going to be squishy. Strength will stay at a D4 because I can't afford it. But I thought I saw something somewhere that you could bump up. You could bump up a die, like at the expense of the
level up.
Is that only when you level up?
I think when you level up, you can bump your dies up. My character does not have any range.
None? You're just strictly in the grill?
My edges are Iron Jaw and Brawler.
Oh, wow.
My gear is a knife and his fist.
Okay. Dang.
Maybe we'll get more gear, better close range weaponry as we go on. See how long this guy can survive. I kind of might see if Dave is cool with his expendability being a character trait, given that he was printed at one point.
Printed. That's funny.
Probably be coerced.
Have you ever watched the movie, what was it called, Mickey 17? Or heard of it?
I have.
Something similar to that.
Yeah, I think the only issue you would have potentially is the funds or the job you would have to pull to get reprinted.
Yeah, I'd have to, because I don't want him to be like it makes him immortal. More so I don't know. Yeah. I'd have to think, because him being a synth, he's serving someone else's purpose to some extent. He is programmed to do certain things. So I don't know exactly what his purpose is yet.
Sorry, if you have the token, I can stop what I'm doing and we can work on that. I think everybody else is ahead of me.
Wanted to do what?
The tokens.
Oh,
I got mine figured out.
Oh, okay.
I think I did. At least this shows up on my screen. My token guy, my very cursed token appears.
spend points. Okay, this 54, so 54. This needs to be a D8. And that'll have to be a D6. Okay. So I can spend a hindrance. Or did that spend all my hindrances to raise an attribute? No, that raised 2 of them.
I'm gonna say you get 2 choices.
I'm debating an edge or skill or skill point. For the I have 2 points left from my hindrances. Do those both go to the same thing?
I think each one costs 2 hindrances. Like out of your 4, I think that's how that works.
Okay. Looks like
All right.
maybe skill points are 1 for 1 though.
I think I'm finished, Dave.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Yeah, somehow I didn't.
That's all.
I don't know if making her a cyborg lost my adaptable edge, but it's only giving me a single edge, which is fine. What are you looking at?
Oh, you'll see at some point, I'm sure.
Ah, hell. I'm gonna lean in all the way, right?
There you go.
Okay, so she's got 1 edge, attributes, and hindrances have been selected. The only gear she has currently is her cyberware. Yeah, here it says she should have adaptable. Okay.
Justin, did you fall asleep? You
Maybe
must
you did.
have.
Definitely, maybe.
I'm going to start working on backstory.
I'm annoyed about this missing edge.
Are you Naomi?
Noemi.
Noemi? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Noemi.
I must be dyslexic.
I found a random table and went for something that was unusual. Or at least not super common. I ignored all the arcane backgrounds, but I really was tempted.
So Tom, you're Jack Brickman?
That'd be me.
Tom, just say your name was Jack.
Yep.
Huh.
I went back and forth between Jack and Ed and landed on Jack. I saw that yours was 153.
Yeah, his name's Jack. That's okay though.
Let's face it, everybody's going to be calling you 153.
Yeah, we can go with that.
Or
And everybody's going to be calling me Brickman or Brick.
Tom was a brick. Looked like a brick. One of the 2.
There we go.
Thinks like
I
a
couldn't
brick.
drag it into the character builder, but I could drag it into the character sheet.
There you
So
go.
she has her second edge now. It's not overpowering.
I made the decision to make Jack mute.
Something's wrong with you.
Have you looked at the picture for Jack? Have you looked at his picture yet?
I see
I'm trying
a
not
very
to.
dark, what looks like a face with the highlights. But I mean, it's small, so I haven't looked.
Your standard picture.
What would you say that Jack 153, like, what his job title be? Or its job title?
It. I like the idea of calling him an it.
That's his name, Jack, but everybody calls him it.
Yeah, well, not that he's called it, but he, like, you look at him and you're like, yeah, he looks like he's wearing the skin of a dude, but he doesn't seem like he's a guy. But he's not human enough to be called him. He's it. Say Jack. Jack's a bit of a psychopath. Maybe not psychopath. I don't want to make him like completely evil, even though his face makes him look evil. I prefer the idea of Jack. It's programmed in him to kill, but he's not necessarily super sadistic.
I'm just gonna say Jack 153 synth murder bot.
Yeah, murderbot is a good term for Jack, I think.
Nice.
No, it puts it in there anyways. Huh. Did you put the little Z's on Justin's?
No, it just did that. He earned that all by himself.
I like it. Yeah, Noemi is a skill monkey. She's got a ton of skills, and a few of them she goes deep. So would be very effective.
Cybernetic scale monkey.
Yeah. I didn't see. I think it's something she would have to grow into. I didn't see if there was an edge or something that would improve her ability to use the face changer. But I don't think that's something that she has right now. She can use smarts to try and imitate somebody, but I didn't see if there was an edge or a skill that would particularly lean towards that. And I'm fine with that. But I could see it being something that she would pick up later.
Oh yeah, as we delve into the story and gain advancements and things, for sure.
Yeah, I'm seeing it being something that she might see some value in practicing that, and so a future advancement might be to take more advantage of the face changer. But for now, she's pretty good at smart stuff. She's leaned into a lot of the smart skills, but she is a liability in a fight.
And Jack might also be a liability in a fight.
For the other reason,
Yeah.
I would say that she is probably also assuming that Jack has, if he is in as many scrapes as he describes, I imagine that she has probably helped him once or twice.
She probably wouldn't have liked it.
Are we all going to know each other at the beginning of this?
She's a soft touch, so
Yeah, that's the other thing. We'll have to decide if you guys know each other or if you were. Since pretty much everybody's here, I can tell you that you guys are going to be in somewhat of an arena, trying to make basically trying to earn your keep when the event happens. So we'll have to decide if you knew each other prior, or if it's something that that was the group, and you're going to get to know each other because of what transpires.
she could have been working at the arena to patch people up if this is like a sporting event kind of thing. I think probably most anybody who has needed some medical care beyond whatever would pass for herbal remedies and home brewed poultices, because her medical ability is legit. She doesn't have a degree to hang on the wall, and she's kind of lost her spot up above the slums, and she really doesn't want it back. So she totally could be working there, but still be a reasonably familiar face to people in the neighborhood. I don't know how big a range we're talking about as far as geography.
If Jack doesn't have to breathe, does he have to eat?
Probably not. Just to give you an idea of what the city you live in looks like.
Ooh, pretty. Looks like a circuit board.
Yes. Welcome to Neo Eclipse.
Nice. We're in the Matrix.
Yeah. Are we in a particular area of how mobile are people in this city?
As far as ground level, you can go pretty much anywhere. Looking at that map, anything that's low to the ground is very accessible for for any of your characters. The bright areas like that or that, those are some of the various arenas. That's the hot thing to do. It's the safest thing to do to make a living, quote unquote, and that's what you guys are doing. Whether you're, in Naomi's case, the medic, or it's basically like a little game area where you're sent out, you fight robots. Nothing is deadly, but you can get hurt. But where you guys will find it hard to move to would be any of the skyscraper areas. The higher in the air you are, the more affluence you have, the more money you have.
Cool. I was thinking in like you hear about people in New York City that they spend their entire life in a 6-block area.
Oh, in like a various borough.
Exactly. They don't, and that's why what I meant by I wondered how mobile people were. But yeah, if we're free to roam and
in this particular world, you wouldn't necessarily. This isn't the type of place where you set up shop like that, because work and entertainment, as quick as it's here, it's gone. So you move where the survival is. So maybe the arena you've been doing, maybe it's not getting the viewership because whoever owns the arena isn't putting forth the effort to make the show worthwhile. So maybe something else pops up. So you move across town.
Gotcha.
Maybe that's why Jack has a van, so as you need to be nomadic, you have the option. Well, it looks like all I gotta do is figure out time to get with Andy and get him a character built.
What a bum.
And fill in a little bit of the blanks with Justin maybe this weekend. I probably am free the 30th, but I know like the week between Christmas and New Year's, I know a lot of people are like potato brain, so like my Wednesday group tomorrow will be our last game of the year, probably because it's the next 2 Wednesdays are Christmas and New Year's Eve, but also just because travel and various family things, so I'm gonna guess it'll probably be the 13th when we actually do session 1.
I will be back in town and not have much going on the what did you say, the 30th? Yeah.
Yeah, it's and I will probably be available, so if nothing else, if we want to, whoever's available wants to hop on, we can work some more stuff out as far as how good the party knows each other. Just I can show you guys a few things, whatever we'll see. If everybody's available, I'm not saying we wouldn't have session 1, I'm just not expecting it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think I have my buddy will be in town that time. Seth will be back, so I might not be I don't know exactly what's going to go on.
That's the other thing, like with like I said, family being back and things, and I say I'm available. I don't know that my mom has a bad tendency to make plans, and then like I, go be like, oh, hey, I'm going to do this tonight. She's like, oh, we're going here. I'm like, good to know.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Play the
If anybody has any other
30th
questions tonight, I am, I'm not necessarily going to go anywhere. But like I know Patrick's probably past his time to be.
Yeah, she's abandoned me already.
Oh, so you're even freed up.
I'll be a wreck tomorrow if I stay up too late. I
appreciate everybody that was here. I hope that this sounds like an interesting concept.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm excited to play Jack.
can't play my
I
character.
absolutely like that we have 2 Jacks.
That's pretty great.
Well, I picked Jack because Jack the Ripper. I was like, oh yeah, that might be a good thing for a guy who does a lot of killing.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, that could be your nickname. You could just be called the Ripper
The Ripper.
and just tell people, oh, it's an ancient hero from old Europe.
Oh, geez, yeah.
From
Hey,
a place called London.
Can one of the GMs look at my effects tab for Noemi? I've got it put the ugly hindrance on twice, and I don't know if I need to delete one so that it will. You know what I mean? Are they both canceled out because they're both still on the sheet?
That's weird. Is it supposed to be major or minor?
It should be minor. Rereading the cyborg, I think I'm supposed to either take an additional major that I don't get a benefit from, or a permanent complication. And so I'm going to go ahead and I rolled a permanent complication, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on there.
Well, they deleted the major and it still has that crossed out. That is interesting.
What happens if you turn it off and then turn it back on? Nah, it's tech support.
Tech support. Well,
Hey,
yeah,
maybe it was just turned off.
I see. Okay.
I was gonna
Why
suggest
did you-
chicken and rice next, so
I meant to say goodbye. I accidentally closed my microphone software when I said bye, but I'm gonna step out, guys. Have a good night.
have a good night.
Yeah,
Thanks
you
for
too,
being here.
dude.
Yep, same
Take care.
Hey, Justin woke up.
Hey, Justin's back.
maybe.
You have to take
Justin,
out the
what would you
trash.
say Mox's job title is?
What do we have?
So right now I have Jack Brickman, human driver, owner operator of the Brick House. I have Naomi Park, human cybernetic skill monkey, medic at the local arena, which I'll get a name for. And then I also have Jack 153, synth murderbot. I could add Jack the Ripper's biggest fan.
I'm gonna lean into like I'm almost a little bit of a bounty hunter, but not necessarily like specifically for like people. My guy's personality kind of leans towards just running and going and, you know, head through a wall trying to get to whatever the air quotes prize is. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of what it would be.
Like a modern day gladiator or sellsword?
I would say kinda, yeah.
I don't know how much you heard us talking, but session 1 is going to have you guys in an arena in the middle of basically what you do for a living before the event happens. So the gladiator thing would fit in.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, that would work.
I mean, mean, I still have like, you know, there's still some thievery and that type of stuff that I do too. Like, it's not necessarily just fighting, but yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys are not necessarily what I would say a good aligned group. You really can't be in this kind of world. And you know, if I don't hear from Andy before session 1, he can just be an Aquarian fish out of water.
Perfect.
If somebody that is in more regular contact with him would give him the rundown, or just help, if you know, sometime in the next month we'll get together. I don't think it's that big a deal.
Cool.
And I think for right now, I think the plan will just be anybody that's available the 30th. I'll just make myself available, and we can hash out more stuff, or you know, we'll figure out something.
Sounds good.
Yep, sounds good.
Yep, I'm not sure where I'll be, but we'll see what's happening.
Yeah, that's just I don't want to say it's going to be session 0, just because that's the week between is just a weird week.